This is video that we just got from the scene of police telling us what has happened there in Kaukauna. Let's listen.
Kevin Shepardson, the Assistant Chief for Kaukauna Police Department. Last name is spelled Shepardson.
Okay. So what can you tell us? 26 cars, is that right?
At approximately 7:43 a.m. this morning, we received our first call of a multiple car accident on 41 and 55 right behind us in a northbound lane. We're currently handling a total of 38 cars on two separate sites. We have Site A, which is right behind us, which is 41 northbound at Maloney at 55, which involved 31 vehicles. We have Site B, which is at 41 northbound south of here at CC, which involves 7 vehicles. Total amount of injuries that we've had is 13 were transported, all for minor injuries. There are no fatalities, and there are no patients left on the scene. In fact, all the injured have left the scene at about 9:30 a.m. this morning. State Patrol will be handling the reconstruction at Site A here. Outagamie Sheriff Department will be handling the reconstruction at Site B south of here. 41 will remain closed until approximately 7 p.m. Depending on the fog and the reconstruction of the site. So that's what I have for the main portion of this.
38 cars and only minor injuries. Do you believe in miracles?
Yes, I do here today.
What does that tell you? I mean, you looked at this. What was the initial thought here when you heard how many cars involved? What was your thoughts of the officers on the scene?
Well, the state of Wisconsin has dealt with these in the past, and we've trained for these, and this is our first one here of this magnitude, and so we got the necessary resources up here. We have quite a few different agencies. You want to give a kind of a rundown of who's all up here?
Come up here, and then just kind of state your name there and spelling your last name, if you please.
First name is Gene, last name is Prellwitz, Prellwitz. I'm an assistant fire chief with City of Kaukauna Fire. The initial page was, I believe, for 11 vehicles involved in this accident. Currently we have Kaukauna Fire, Vandenbroek Fire here. We have moved Freedom to stand by and cover the city or the towns of Vandenbroek, Kaukauna. We had our 2 ambulances from the City of Kaukauna. We had 3 Gold Cross units. We have also had first responders from Vandenbroek here, and we also had Freedom first responders assisting us with patient treatment. We did actually see everybody. Those that did not want to be treated were released. We have them being picked up from the scene. Currently, we did have two people that we did have to extricate from their vehicles, but they were all minor injuries.
Surprised at that?
I've had a lot of years in this, and I've been involved in a couple of these, so yes. Looking with what we had when we got here, I'm real happy to see that we only had minor injuries.
Any word yet on the cause of these crashes?
I'm not doing any part of the investigation part, but I would say probably the fog this morning is your primary cause of this accident.
How quickly did it take between the first responders, your units, the Gold Cross, how long did it take them to respond and go into action mode once they got on the scene treating people? Lieutenant Garrett's here was on the first out ambulance, and they initiated command and transferred to command to me within probably being on scene within 5 minutes of page. So we had a very good response on a lot of people right away this morning. Obviously with the fog, it took time to get ambulances in and out of the scenes and back to hospitals and stuff, but I'm very happy with the response all the way around.
Real quick, just to make a correction, I don't know if I said 7 p.m. If I said 7 p.m., that's not accurate. We're going to probably close down here to approximately 1 p.m., okay? Next about 3 to 4 hours.
Okay, potential cause. Obviously, fog was the contributing factor here. I mean, what's the word to the wise here?
Well, as far as the cause is concerned, State Patrol is doing the reconstruction, and we'll get to get a clearer picture on that as soon as they finish up their work here. But obviously, when we have fog to this nature, taking your time, along with staying a very safe distance, and avoid traveling is probably your best bet, especially on the major highways.
You know, at first we heard 8 cars, and then it kept piling up. Do you know over what course of time the pileup happened? I mean, was it over a few minutes? Did people keep hitting each other?
By the time we arrived on scene, this accident was complete. So within the first 5 minutes, nobody moved here. It was within a short time after being on scene, we got a report of a second accident, and we started moving personnel around accordingly to get them to respond to both accidents. So the second accident was not far behind this one, but I don't have a timeline for you. I apologize about that, but that will probably come out in the next couple hours when I get back to station and have time to actually sit down and look at times. So I'll have that for you probably later this afternoon.